Okay, here we go. Now I'm doing a new setting with two cameras, but in a different stand. One I personalized is very nice because the view is side view in the case of me, my camera, and the other one is frontal and it's good. So let's see how it goes. So now I am in, as usual, as in Shinagawa Rikun Kyoku, I mean vehicle inspection in Shinagawa in Tokyo, and going back work. Then now I'm driving a Porsche Cayenne, very nice one, but it's like I was planning to do today like karaoke haishin, but will be not possible. Why? Because this car has not the compatibility of Bluetooth is not available. I mean, I cannot use it. That's one thing, and the other is like I have a problem with the port, like an energy port. But yeah, that doesn't matter anyway because I cannot do the Bluetooth connection. Then I can do the karaoke haishin by the cell phone audio, but it's really bad quality, right? It's like I don't like to do that because yeah, it's like the sound of the music will be very not good. Then I decided to cancel the karaoke haishin, not today, but at least we will try this new setting with the two cameras in different direction. I want to see the stability because it looks like it's like trembling a little bit, and maybe that can be very noticeable when you are like watching the video. And that's it. I'm trying new settings, so this is the test. I hope it's going better. But I'm reading your comments as usual, you know. And yeah, the people think, oh, it will be not karaoke haishin. I always say karaoke haishin, and I didn't translate because I used to that. But the translation for that is like a singing streaming, or like a broadcast, or like a transmission. The thing is, this phrase is used in Japanese for saying when you doing like a streaming and you singing. So that's it. Then yeah, it's like how I can say that in a normal English is like karaoke session. Of course, inside the transmission, you know, because it's like it implies that. I'm not watching the camera, I'm watching the mirror, because in this new setting the camera is just up the mirror. So I'm looking the mirror and just up is the camera. So it's interesting this setting because actually yeah, like the camera maybe is better to be a little bit more up. I can manage and like change it, but I didn't this time because kind of lack of time, and then it's just a test. With the experience of this recording I will improve some aspects, and then you see I have to do like this to see better, because it's like a little bit on the way. So yes, it's actually a little bit on the way, so I have to make it a little bit up the camera. If I do now I have to correct two cameras, so that's why I'm not doing it now, because I have no time, because I'm driving, for changing two cameras, only one, then the other one will be like a very bad take. Later on I have to correct it, and then yeah, no time for that because I'm driving. So yeah, but yeah, it's okay. Then what we were talking about? We were talking about there is a car like a Google car with the cameras. Maybe you can saw it in the frontal camera when I was approaching. So yeah, then so we have to wait more for the karaoke Haishin. And in the other hand, it's like also I have pending the real recording of the songs. Then sometimes I think it's okay because actually it's more important to get the real recording of the songs than practicing here in the car. So yeah. But yeah, it has been very complicated in December because in December I don't have any Saturday off, and that's bad. Oh, then it's super bad. Then I'm lack of time. I'm lack of time, and yeah, I'm trying to set up my hair, but it's like a little bit rebel today. So yeah, maybe it's better to wear the hat, to wear the cap, and then yeah. Then so yeah, I have to do that recording soon, but maybe until January, because really no time for nothing. It's like super busy every day, and then when I finish this job I'm going to my other job, and it's not enough time for advancing the matches I want, the matches I like. Then still pending more things to do, and yeah. And but anyway, let's talk about something. The other day I want to upload that, because this is the second video I do with the double camera. There's the other one I did, but I didn't upload it yet because of the lack of time. I need to do some edition and I didn't yet. For example, in this car, I didn't take the car now yet. I have to take it later, which car I'm driving, because I forgot to do that in the parking lot because lack of time and a little bit complications as usual. So that's why I forgot. The other day I was driving the other day with the double camera. I don't remember, and I don't know if I do also the car. I remember only when I was driving the Porsche Macan, I didn't take also the car. But that Macan is still in the shop, so I can do it. Yes, and about this one, I forgot, but maybe later. So yes, it's complicated. When I'm coming, I was practicing, like singing a cappella, of course, because it's just like a singing to try to figure out if my voice is okay for singing or not, because some days it's not. It's like doesn't depend of me, because suddenly I begin to singing, And then I realized like something's wrong. My voice is not responding so well, and it's a kind of weak control of my phonation device. I mean my body, my inner body, for controlling all the parts and muscles for singing. Sometimes it doesn't respond so quick, and then that makes space for mistakes, noticeable mistakes. Like you can listen and say, yeah, it's not good. Then, especially because the repertory now I'm singing is difficult, so you have to be very well, like a vocalized. I mean, very warm inside, in order to your body responds very quick, because the demand of technique is high. Then it's better it's mandatory to be like that, to have all your body completely ready for doing the job. Then some days I cannot. Like my body is not good. Last week I think maybe I'm feeling like a little bit weird in my throat, like maybe I'm getting sick, and I was thinking maybe because of that, but the good thing is I didn't catch any cold, nothing, so I was healthy. 3 days ago was that, and yeah, I'm okay. But everything, all these small aspects affect directly the performance of your voice. Then it's better to take care. I'm seeing the other camera is like get a little bit like down. Okay, that cuts, and then I have to put again the video, but it goes a little bit down. Yeah, it's because of vibration, you know. So I have to adjust that other camera more like tight, in order to prevent this movement when the camera shakes. This camera of the Rode is still like going down. Then I put it again back. I hope it works, or it works for a little time. By the way, I have to turn off this device of the radar, because it's so annoying, you know. The other day, the first video I made, I didn't upload that video actually, so I was complaining hard about these devices they use in Japan for, like, they are telling you where's the cameras, where's the police, and everything related with that. But it's so annoying, so noisy, you know, like too much noise every 2 minutes, and yeah, it's so annoying. And of course, doing karaoke hicing, or like doing singing session in the car with that, like shouting every 2 minutes, no way. It's not a good idea. So I think nobody will like it. So yes, but at least now I learned how to turn it off. But this model is kind of new one, so I guess if I get an old model, maybe I cannot, or I don't know at least how to turn it off. So then, yeah, the other option is just disconnect. But yeah, sometimes has that problems with the configuration, and because the car is a customer car, and it's not so good to do that. But anyway, yeah, did you see this guy of the Jaguar? So it's like a Messi Drive style. Yeah, you're seeing it in the other camera that already moves again. So yes, it's like this camera has to be more tight. I will try to tighten a little bit here in this stop. Let me check if I can. So it's just like a tight, a little bit this one. No, it's not moving. Then I will only adjust the camera again, like that. Whew. So yeah, I even don't have time for shaving me, you know what I mean? So I looks a little bit wild. So yeah. Then so yeah, anyway, it's going. So I hope soon to stabilize this way of doing the videos, for like trying to do the karaoke session, the karaoke hashing. But I think also I prefer to do the proper recording also first, like a priority. But the thing is, like yeah, it's up to time, and yes, there's not enough time in December. It sucks. And then it's going my vacations. I don't have yet the exact plan of what I'm doing. I have two options, and I need to decide which one I will do. Two options for like a big stuff to do on vacations. Maybe I can do both plans, they say in the comments. Yeah, actually it is possible, but it's so tiring, and one of these like projects demands my concentration at 100%. So if I do the other project, it will be a little bit risky, and this project is super important. Then if I decide for that, I don't know, maybe it's better just to do that. And anyway, there is also the Tokyo Auto Salon. I have to go there, you know, for my stuff every year. Now the channel, Emperor channel, is near 4,000 followers. I mean subscribers. It's good. It's getting so good, but you know, has been a lot of years going there. Of course, it's so tiring, as I complain many times. Going there and record the girls, because it's, you know, walking all day long. And but well, anyway, now with my new body, I have conditions. So the last time actually I was not working here yet. Last time I done was tiring. Was only one day because was so tiring. But this time, if I was checking the dates of Tokyo Auto Salon this year, and it seems like it matched with my vacation, but now I'm doubting it. I have to check again, because yeah, now I'm not sure about it. But anyway, if it matches, I have to go there, and of course, combined with my other project, I will do whatever I do. Then it's interesting, because if I'm doing the important project, I have to share it with Tokyo Auto Salon anyway, and this is kind of distracting me. I don't know, or I can advance to just a part of this big project. Maybe I need to figure out and decide what to do exactly, because that project, maybe I'm doing it, the one I am like considering to do, it's so important, so big. Then yeah, I don't know, I have to consider it more, like more carefully, and then decide. I still have some days, and yeah. And as the people, some of you really know me in a deep way, and for this kind of decisions, I follow the flow of the mood of the moment, the mood of the time. はい、もしもし。ちょっと待って。はい、もしもし。終わった。全部 OK けど、3000円足りなかった。でも大丈夫。ポケットマネー大丈夫。いや。全部 OK。今車検やった。そう。でもね、OK。はい。わかりました。はーい。So sorry, I have to pick up phone call from the office. Then yeah, sorry. Then what we were talking about? We were talking about what we were talking about? We were talking about my holiday, what I will do. So yeah, I don't decide it yet. Then let's see. And now my boss telling me I have to go for some parts, for picking up some parts in the parts shop, of course. Then I will go. Yes. And everything is in the neighborhood. I mean that shop is in the neighborhood, very near my house actually. So yeah, I have to go there for picking up some parts. And I noticed my cell phone didn't make any noise. I mean the notification or the ringer or whatever. So I noticed the visual notification like a bubble in the screen, and I pick up. So all these aspects I have to consider for next recordings. Actually, I don't want to use my personal cell phone for recording because of that. Because they're calling me, and yeah, it's a little bit complicated. I have to cut the video as this time. Then yeah, it's better to use another, but it's part of the setting, because it depends also which phones I'm using for the multi-camera, for which kind of layout setting I have to make. So this is important also. For example, now I can notice the camera is kind of dirty. Better? Maybe not. Oh my god. Okay, hope it's better. Now I have to adjust it again. But I cannot now because the flow is going. I cannot just stop in the middle of the Showadori for my stuff because, yeah, of course not. So yeah, so yeah, depends of everything. It's which cell phones I'm using for which camera, and then also the other one related with the thing of the karaoke, and then the connection to the stereo. For example, I noticed in the Japanese cars, there's very common, like they use the SD card for music. Many cars, stereos has this SD card slot for input audio tracks, I mean music. So I will also has the playlist in the SD card in order to be prepared when the case of SD card, then I will use SD card. And that's convenient because it's one cell phone less to use that I can use actually in the camera setting. So that is good. Then, yeah, here we go. It's back in place. And then what? Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, this take is nice because you can see one side, and then with the other camera you can see the front. Then it's interesting. I like this one. But I need to improve only a little bit next time. But I can improve it here, you know. But it's like changing the cameras only a little bit, some orientation to put a little bit more height. And then can see the mirror plenty good because I can see it, but not like super convenient. I have to be like a little bit going down and seeing it. Then the things has to be optimal as the way I like. But it's going. Then I hope to improve this recording every time until it gets perfect. I have another friend. She used to drive a Mazda Mazda Roadster, and she's driving around Japan with the camera and Sony, but she has not a multi-camera setting as I do. So this is interesting because the multi-camera is funny, especially because when you driving and face some interesting situations. In the past, for example, I think my video with more views about driving is when I catch the Prime Minister of Japan. In that time was Suga-san, Yoshihide Suga. He was going to Narita Airport with all the caravan, all the comitive going, all the cars, the crowns, the black crowns, going there. And it's funny because I was just there, and you cannot pass it. They are driving in the highway, but they drive slow. Not slow, but I mean on the limits on the speed limits. So that means slow. But you cannot pass. You cannot pass they doesn't allow nobody to pass. So it's is that comitive, and then everybody waiting until these guys disappear. So I was recording that. I were into the place for charging. I mean, the entrance. I don't remember. I think it was the entrance. I don't remember. But anyway, I have the video in Instagram. Then I met these guys, and it's annoying the way they drive because they stop everything and they you cannot pass, and they even get out from the window, from the back window. Guy almost going out of the car in movement and saying no, don't pass, and making a noise and signalization because they are doing something, maneuver or whatever. And I record it, so it's funny because the people like it. It's because this is something that you don't see often. So I see in action the comitive of the Prime Minister. He was going Narita Airport. Then so annoying. I mean, this comitive, it's a big how you say in English? I don't remember now. I remember in Japanese, Yama. It's they just in the middle of the way, and you cannot do your thing properly, and nobody can do the thing properly because these guys are just there. And it's annoying in that sense. So, but anyway, what I mean is like when you have something interesting like this, or like accident, if you have like the outside camera like this, you can. It's good because you can see that. I mean, the public, the audience can see that. And in this case, with this take, is good because you can see a little bit of this side. So, for example, now I'm just waiting for turning for going Ryogoku Homen. I mean, for going into Ryogoku, and you can see even I am in the middle line because I have truck here, and now it's coming an ambulance, and you can see like this ambulance. Oh, it's fire department. Is not going my way because it's going straight to Ueno. So it's good because it's like a more interactive for the people who used to drive. They understand like, oh yeah, this guy is exactly in this point. I know this point, and yeah, it's interesting because you can be more submerged, immersed. You can be more immersed in the experience. So this is good about the settings of like a multi-camera. And I have more plans for doing the camera thing, but of course I cannot talk openly about that because otherwise another like a smart boy can take my idea and do it. So I want to keep it secret until I'm done. So yeah, it's like I have more ideas for doing this more interesting, more interactive for the audience. And all this I was planning it since long time ago when I'm doing the other job, because actually in the other job I drive all day long and random places. For example, now I'm driving only for this inspection, and it's kind of boring for the audience because it's always the same way, as you notice. But in the other job, it's like every day different, and that is super interesting because even I go far away in Kanto area. I mean, in the area of like Tokyo and surrounding prefectures, and yeah, it's kind of more interesting for having a setting like that. Then but yeah, now I'm just doing this, but soon in the future I hope to do in my own car this this transmission. And it's good because in my own car, you know, I can make a more planified like special day for doing that. I can do it even live because I control the time, and I control about like I will not take any calls, something like that, you know. Then it's more control, and I can do quite better. But this is another step, like another different step, more complicated even now it's complicated. It's more complicated, but with all the experience like I'm achieving now, that will help me for doing the other thing. For example, now with this multi-camera stand, I can do it in my own car and with another variations, and then so on. Then it's good. And yeah, there's many crazy ideas I have thinking about for doing this kind of like transmission from the car. So yeah, it's funny. Yeah, then I have to go to the auto parts. Maybe my boss didn't ask me where I was when I picked the call. When I picked the call, I was just getting into the Showadori underpass. So of course it takes a little bit of time to reach the shop from there, and plus going to the parts store. Then yes, maybe they are waiting for me already, like, eh? Angel's late. How it can be? How long ago we talking to him and he's not yet here with the parts? Maybe. But yeah, anyway, there's nothing to do. As you can see, I'm driving. I'm on my way. I'm working on it. So yes, let's keep working on it. Now I'm in the area of Higashi Nihonbashi. Yeah, Ningyocho area. Kyukyusha again. Another ambulance or fire department car. But it's not affecting my way, affecting my road. No. So I can continue smooth. That's kind of like a traffic jam, huh? Because many cars and slow pace. And then yeah, let's be patient as usual, as every time. It's like just a lifestyle of being patient. We have to keep going, doing that style of being patient. Oh yeah, now I'm talking as a radio. How you say this in English? As a radio guy. It's not correct, but it's just for getting out of the situation. How you say in Japanese? You say navigata. So yes, and yeah. So yeah, it's funny because I like to play also with boys doing like that, like a radio haishin. So when you say radio haishin in Japanese, it means like only audio. But I like to do radio haishin with video. It's also nice. I have to use another name, like a video radio haishin or something like that. Oh, now I'm turning in the second line in this bridge. Usually I always use the other one, but anyway, it's okay. Then I need to go back there. But anyway, I'm not turning, so maybe it's okay. I'm not turning as usual in the same place, so maybe it's okay. Oh yeah, it's okay. There's a secret? No, it's not. But it's funny to pretend to talk in secret. Oh yeah, okay. And I'm thinking in the air conditioner, and I want to turn it off, but not yet. Okay, yeah. So yeah, anyway, naruhodo. So I was trying to open the back door, and I cannot. But it's like a self that locks automatic in an automatic way. So now I'm going in another alternative route because I'm going to the parts store. Usually I like a turn there, but not now because I'm going to the parts store. The parts store. And yeah, so I'm heading there now. It's close, and in this road is like this road is known as Keiyodoro, and it's going directly to the parts store. And you know, this is so nostalgic because in this place I used to come every day for using this Mizuho bank for depositing the money in my ex-office work. And I'm passing by and remember all that moments. And it's not funny, but it's a little bit nostalgic. So yeah, we are in the neighborhood of sumo wrestling. This is the neighborhood of the sumo wrestlers. There's the Coliseum. I showed it the other day, the Coliseum, Sumo Coliseum. And many of the sumo guys, sumo wrestlers live near here. And you can see them maybe sometimes in a bicycle. Yeah, or just walking around, because also there's shops for clothes from them, for them, and it's interesting because you can see the huge of these clothes just in the how to say in English, escaparate. You can see these big clothes just in the in the front of the store. They are showing it, and you can see it, and it's huge actually. So did you notice these guys of the police? I noticed them, but I don't want to see them directly. I don't know what they're doing. It's a police with a parking. There was an accident. Oh shit, yeah. It's like I don't know if you can see, but it's a bike. The front tire is completely broken. It's like I don't know. No, you cannot. So yeah, there was an accident with the bike, and the front tire of the bike is completely broken. Oh my god. Then they are like taking pictures and doing the specialty of the house. As I said, as I write. In my book, the specialty of the house is paperwork and bureaucracy. They love it, and they are so good for doing it. What do you need to be good in bureaucracy? What do you need to be good in paperwork? Yes, you need to spend a lot of time and doing almost nothing. Not relevant issues. Nothing for improving the situation of the people who need solutions. But you take a lot of time doing stupid questions about every aspect related with the thing you're doing. So yes, they are there, and blah 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 blah, shashin toka, blah 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 blah, hold on, yada. Relax. So yes, I don't know, I will try to check in the camera if there is a small gap when you can see this bike is completely fucked up, completely destroyed in the front. And I hope this guy, the driver of the bike, he or she is okay, because I think it's not. The accident looks really big. And you know, it's a bike. There's nothing to protect you in such a situation. So I don't know. Maybe it will be, of course, will be in the news. But I don't watch TV, so I will not get it anyway. Okay, now we are in the part shop, and I will finish the video here, and then yes, so see you next time. I hope this video is going better, and I'm bringing your comments. Let me know which section on what you like most, and see you next time. Okay, keep funny, keep nice, and keep safe. Okay, bye bye. So I want to take it really fast. This Cayenne is the one I was driving the other day for doing the inspection. So this is the one. So I just wash it very good and looks nicer. So it looks better. So this is the one. I'm just taking a really short video because I have no time for this. So yeah, this is the one.